NFL on EA Sports. And coming up is Robert Tonyan. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Falcons and the Vikings. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table. Add some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. And the numbers for Latavius Murray last time out. 22 carries, 69 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Throwing here, Howell. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
This to the former Falcon, Russell Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Stroud off the play fake. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Stroud. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Slot man moves right. Here goes Stroud again. He's got his target. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. Stroud looking to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2nd down and 6 now. Off play action. It's Howell. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. The tight end in motion right. Out of the gun, it's Howell. Throw, but incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
That went out wide and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Incomplete. Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings. Well, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one, because guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. And the Falcons first down. On 1st down, Murray. Taken down at the 47-yard line. The Falcons had 3-9 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
That's to the sideline and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Howell. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. It's Howell with another throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Here's Presley Harvin now. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. In motion right, that's Collins. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Here's 3rd and 3. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3. Stroud working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Danny Shelton drops him for a 4-yard loss there. And that brings up 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. The Falcons offense and Sam Howell set to go once more. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 2nd and 9. Up the middle, Murray. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Howell now to throw it. That is caught. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Robert Tonyan, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Robert Tonyan capping it all off on the touchdown grab. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. Stroud now. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it'll bring up 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. This one complete to Tonyan underneath. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll give up the gut for Murray. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That's complete. It's the rookie from USC. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And Howell will throw it. He finds Latavius Murray. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. But a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Howell looking to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Howell out of the shotgun. Catch made by Watson on the out route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Murray is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Blankenship out for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates with a Latavius Murray touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And out now come the Vikings. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it, and the Falcons grab it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery. Howell. That one caught by Rice. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a toss wide side. It's Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Faking the handoff. Howell. Open man right side is Rice. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3rd down and 6. Here's Howell. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. Rolling to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. They work now on 2nd and 9. Stroud to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Stroud. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Vikings. First down.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd down and 3. And Stroud now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Back to the running game with Jacobs. Fighting him off.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. Now Stroud. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Stroud. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Stroud. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. They'll go play action. Howell. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Inside the 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7. So time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A handoff. It's Murray. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Howell from the gun. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Throwing here, Howell. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Howell. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. They run from the shotgun with Murray. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Michael Thomas from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now 2nd and 3. Play action. Here's Stroud. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jacobs. Only able to gain a couple there. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 41 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And I like where this offense is going. I like what they're thinking, because they want to spread the wealth and move the ball around, and they decide to get the fullback involved in these pass patterns as well. Normally, 2-yard hitch or a little flare out of the backfield, but this time they sent him downfield. He's able to make a big play.
They'll try to right side with Murray. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This time they'll throw it with Howell. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Sam Howell, a 6-yard touchdown run, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Stroud looking to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and inside. Touchdown, Vikings. Nico Collins, 71 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Out of the gun, it's Howell. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Off play action. It's Howell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start with an NFC matchup at MetLife Stadium. The Giants hosting New Orleans. And it's the Saints who are out in front as that inches closer to halftime. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head down the turnpike to see what's happening with the Eagles at home in Philadelphia. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. 2 touchdown passes there for Anthony Richardson. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. The Buccaneers trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back.
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. On first down, Murray might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Hal down to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Well, I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Vikings offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get ready.
Not one that I've ever met.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Howell. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And taken right on the 30. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Vikings offense and Nico Collins heading onto the field. And he was pretty much unguardable in that first half. You see the numbers there as they try to add to him here in this 3rd quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's been terrific so far. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And Howell will throw it. Flush to his right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Back to throw, Howell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. This now a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, now they'll try the end around. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 41, here's a 2nd down and 4. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Try to run for it with Jacobs.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Stroud working out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run the counter with Murray. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Here's Howell. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Sam Howell scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 24. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Shaheed going to go in motion. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Stroud to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. Nico Collins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Murray. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Howell. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Howell out of the shotgun. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Here is 3rd down and 4. Howell looking to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So the Vikings bringing the offense back onto the field. They'll go for 2 here. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. Dancing to his left. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He finds Watson, it's caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming to Minneapolis. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And tough sledding. Maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Howell. He gets it to Thomas. And brought down but not before they're inside the 25. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Up the middle, Murray. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They go with Murray again. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Latavius Murray with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. Stroud. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing now is Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And Stroud now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, it's Stroud. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Here's Stroud. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
That's good. For the Vikings, first down.
In motion right, that's Collins. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the...
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Stroud. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Open man here is Conklin. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Here goes Stroud again. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Stroud looking to throw. Touchdown! Nico Collins with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Falcons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Quick slant to Watson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Off play action. It's Howell. Gets this one to use check. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it left side with Murray. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. Here's 3rd and 7. Howell down to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Here's Howell. And he slings one that's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Howell. And Watson has it right side. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Falcons send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there. No, it appears they're going to mark him short of the 1st. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. The Falcons ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Back to throw, Howell. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now the fullback, Juszczyk. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And Howell will throw it. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Sam Howell, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Just over 1:40 to play. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. Stroud to throw it. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now Stroud. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Powell going to go down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this up. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and